What if a book once read by early Christians described fallen angels who came to earth, giants that walked among humans, and secrets about heaven that were never meant to be known? For centuries, this mysterious text circulated among early Jews and Christians. But today, it is missing from most Bibles. This is the story of the Book of Enoch, a lost scripture filled with visions of heaven, fallen angels, and the origins of evil. Why was it removed? And what secrets does it reveal? Long before kings ruled Israel, long before Moses received the law, there was a man named Enoch. His story appears briefly in the book of Genesis, but those few lines are extraordinary. The text tells us, Enoch walked with God. Then he was no more, because God took him. Unlike other figures in the Bible, Enoch did not die. He was taken. Ancient traditions believed Enoch became a heavenly scribe, a witness to divine mysteries. Over time, writings attributed to him circulated among Jewish communities. These writings eventually became known as the Book of Enoch. One of the most famous parts of the book describes a group of angels called the Watchers. According to the story, these celestial beings were sent to observe humanity. But something went terribly wrong. The Watchers became fascinated by human life. They descended to earth, and they broke a sacred boundary. The angels took human wives. From these unions, the book claims, came a race of giants known as the Nephilim. These beings were powerful, violent, and destructive. Ancient people believed the giants consumed enormous resources and brought chaos to the world. But the Watchers did more than create giants. They also revealed forbidden knowledge. They taught humans how to forge weapons, how to practice sorcery, how to read the stars. Knowledge that, according to the book, humanity was not ready to possess. The Book of Enoch paints a picture of a world spiraling into corruption. Violence spreads. The giants dominate the land. Human society becomes unstable. The cries of humanity reach heaven. God sends archangels to confront the fallen Watchers. Some are imprisoned. Others are condemned to witness the destruction of their own offspring. According to the narrative, this cosmic rebellion contributed to the catastrophe that followed. The Great Flood during the time of Noah. The Book of Enoch contains vivid visions of the universe. In one section, Enoch is taken on a supernatural journey through heaven. He describes celestial gates, cosmic rivers of fire, and chambers where angels govern the movements of stars. Some scholars believe these passages reflect ancient attempts to understand astronomy. Others see them as spiritual symbolism. Either way, the text offers a fascinating glimpse into how ancient people imagined the structure of the cosmos. For centuries, many believed the Book of Enoch had disappeared. But in 1947, something extraordinary happened. Ancient manuscripts were discovered in caves near the Dead Sea. These documents became known as the Dead Sea Scrolls. Among them were fragments of the Book of Enoch. This discovery confirmed that the text was widely known among ancient Jewish communities. If the Book of Enoch was so influential, why is it not in most Bibles today? There are several reasons. First, scholars believe the text was written centuries after the historical Enoch lived. Second, some religious leaders felt its detailed stories about angels and cosmic secrets went beyond accepted doctrine. When church leaders eventually determined which texts would form the biblical canon, books were evaluated based on authorship, theological consistency, and widespread acceptance. During early Christian discussions, including gatherings such as the Council of Nicaea, the Book of Enoch was not included among the final canonical scriptures. But the story does not end there. One Christian tradition still recognizes the Book of Enoch as scripture. The Ethiopian Orthodox Tewahedo Church preserved the book for centuries. In Ethiopia, the text survived in manuscripts written in the ancient language of Guizi. Without this tradition, the Book of Enoch might have been lost forever. Today, the Book of Enoch remains one of the most mysterious texts in religious history. To some, it is a fascinating ancient document. To others, it is a missing piece of sacred history. What is certain is this: it reveals how ancient people wrestled with questions that still intrigue us today. Where did evil come from? What lies beyond the heavens? And what secrets might still remain hidden in the forgotten pages of history? If you enjoy exploring ancient mysteries, forgotten civilizations, and the hidden history of religion, subscribe for